I'm Soul Train, and this is why you need to Ledgetrump with Dedede right now. I've seen so few Dededes use this technique, which is crazy when it's so important for the character and his edgeguard mix-ups. There are a ton of videos out there that can show you all kinds of details about Ledgetrumping, and I will put those in the description. Be sure to check those out. But I'll still do a quick how-to breakdown right here, which just might help, and then finally dive into the meat of this, how this applies for Dedede, and why you need to be using it. Alright, so here's how to trump. Ready? You do a half circle. That's it. Hold off, like you're gonna go off stage, and the second you're right at the edge, do a fast half circle the other direction, 180 degrees. Do it too slow, and you'll fast fall down off stage. Do it too fast, and you won't trump at all. That's it. Practice this on both sides of the stage to get that muscle memory in. Time it right, and you can often leave the opponent vulnerable to a variety of really deadly options. Now, trump to bear is not technically true. What trumping does is force your opponent into a vulnerable state where they're forced to make what could be a stock-ending decision. If they read the trump and you misread what they're going to do, then you can easily eat a punish. But if you, of course, are patient and can read them, you can punish them in turn. The key here is that whatever they do, react to them. Be ready with the punish, and it will have to be character appropriate. Now, all that said, trumping is hard to get consistent, and you will mess it up like Heroes Too Early. Just keep going with it. Adapt to what happens, and then hopefully you can still flow into something that might just get you the stock. In case you haven't seen it, Beefy Smash Dudes did a great video on anti-trump techniques. Here's a picture here. But basically, if the opponent buffers, roll, jump, or attack, then they cannot be trumped. However, all of those options are completely covered by a properly timed Ugordo setup. So your opponent learns to wait at the edge and hesitate. Trumping punishes that hesitation. So then each of these conditions for the other. The Ugordo setup conditions the opponent to wait, while the trump conditions them to pre-buffer a roll, jump, or attack onto the stage. The proper follow-ups after you land a trump are all going to be situational. The key is always going to be you have to adjust as you see fit. It's super easy to mess this up and just totally lose your stage control. But the main thing is going to be condition them to recover low, make them hesitate, and then punish that hesitation. It's worth saying that bear is often not your best option. You can often go for a dare if you time it just right, and if you're really lucky, you can even stage spike with ledge attack. Now, of course, if the opponent knows this is coming, there is counterplay to all of this, but while bear is not true after a trump, Dedede does have one unique option after a trump that is true and often stage spikes. We call it the Gordo trump. While timing it takes some practice, this is not hard to implement and is definitely worth your time. Throw Gordo from up high, just so it goes over the edge, then trump them. Gordo will instantly hit them and usually stage spike for the kill. Now, I did test this and it is techable, but honestly, the Gordo off stage can create some ridiculous situations like the one you see here that it's almost always going to end up in your favor if you get the timing right. And the Gordo can stick, by the way. Just hopefully you can follow up with it better than I did here. Hopefully that gives you some new tools to use in your Dedede game. Just practice. Obviously you see here I messed it up. And eventually you'll be getting those nice early kills off stage. Condition and enjoy. All of this wraps up into a master edgeguarding video that I have just join us in the Dedede Discord. I'll put the link in the description below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.